So this video is a recording for our customer, Ritesh, who has signed up for our tobacco scan data. Now, we provide a pretty comprehensive support for our customers, and so this is a part of it. These are the steps that you need to follow to proceed with your onboarding with the Altria and Reynolds program. So what you see here is basically if you navigate to your Clover account on your computer, right? So they call it Clover dashboard. And in the list of apps, you will see tobacco scan data. And when you click it, this will be the screen that you will see. And from here, basically, you see that what shows is the reporting dashboard. But if you navigate to settings, these are basically the steps that we need to complete the setup. And I want you to focus on a couple of them. So first, I want to show you that I see that you have selected your 96 items for your Altria group and 79 items for your Reynolds group. And we show all of the items being validation, aired out on the validation, and that's typical because there's information that's missing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and click on this button here, and this, as you can see, has cleared out a number of records. So basically we've done a match, and whatever 46 records it seems like have matched completely, and so we were able to just put in the information ourselves for those validation errors. And what you have to deal with is just these 50 now, and the same thing is true with Reynolds. So let me go ahead and click on this "We may help," continue. Okay, so we won't have any matches on these records, but basically if you click here, it'll tell you what the validation errors is, and it's usually just the manufacturer's name and the unit of measure, and also there's consumable units that also are required. So that's something that you need to do before we start sending data, because the data needs to be valid, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and save this for later. But complete product information setup is where you go to see if you have any errors, because this needs to get to 0, basically. All right, and that's one step that you should be able to do now. And another one, again, here, you want to navigate to this thing. It's called Initiate, Setup, and Obtain FTP Credentials for Altria Group. Okay, so when you click Start here, there are 3 steps. Step 1, Step 2, and Step 3. Step 3 is the result of the first 2 steps, right? So what you want to do with the first step is basically fill out the survey, and this is a survey that's asked for to be filled out by Altria Group themselves, right? So if you call them and say, hey, I need to be set up with Altria Group, they're going to say that you need to fill out this form first. And it's basically stuff like your store name, your account number of stores that you have, the representative that you have from Altria Group, your contact information specifically for scan data, your working days, and then here you would indicate that we are your third-party provider, the CSI Works. Okay, so once you filled out this form, you would call this number. This is Altria, and let them know that you're looking to set up with tobacco scan data. And they will tell you that you need to fill out this form. You can tell them that you've already done it. And once that step is completed, they will take a couple of days and they will email us and to you and to us, because on the third-party list, you're going to say that we are your third-party provider. So they're going to send us the email with your FTP credentials, which we can enter here along with your account number. And once we have the FTP credentials, and once your records are clean as far as your products for Altria, we're going to start sending the data. And once we've sent a few weeks, or maybe even 1 week or 2 weeks to Altria, they're going to send an email that basically says they've received the file that was free of errors, and they're ready for you to start sending stuff in production. So that's going to basically happen after we fill out the form, ask for the FTP credentials, and they send us the FTP credentials, and you clean these records. Okay, and that will get you to basically be set up with Altria, and only after they put you into a production mode is when we start doing the discounts, because until then they're not going to refund you, so you don't really want to do the discounts too soon. And with Reynolds it's a similar situation, but it's all just done on the email. So let me know when you're ready with Reynolds Group, and I'll send you a link, or email rather. I'll send you an email that you can hit with Reynolds, and then that will initiate the onboarding process with them as well. Okay, so call me if you have any questions. Thanks.